Hey guys, welcome to this video series about lifestyle design, and in this video I'll be talking to you about one of the most important concepts of lifestyle design, namely the financial freedom, creating the financial freedom for yourself. And it's very important because if you really want to live your dream lifestyle, you have to make sure that you create some sort of wealth in your life. However, one of the biggest misconceptions people have is that in order to live your dream life, you need to make millions and millions of dollars. But this is simply not true, because there is a difference between living like a millionaire and actually having millions of dollars, all right? Now, when you think about money, what's money, okay? Is it real? Like, think about this. What's this? This is just a piece of paper, okay? Pieces of paper I'm holding in my hand. So money is not real, all right? What about numbers on your bank statement? Are they real? No, they're just numbers, okay? When people want to make millions of dollars, they don't want to have those papers. They don't want to have those numbers on their bank statement. What they want to have is, they want to get all of those experiences that supposedly only millions of dollars can provide. But the good news is that you don't need to make millions in order to live like a millionaire. And the first thing you have to do is to basically design your vision. Think about the vision for your life. Realize what's your ideal lifestyle. So you have to imagine that there are no constraints, there are no limitations, and ask yourself, how do I want to live my life? And actually, very often when I speak to people and I ask them this question, they are very surprised because, they, for example, tell me, you know what, I would love to have a 2-3 bedroom apartment next to the beach, travel abroad once a month, go to cool destinations, maybe for a week each month, learn new skills, okay, have cool clothes, and so on and so on. And very often what we realize when we do some calculations is that this ideal lifestyle would cost them only a couple of $1,000s each month. So something that it was perceived by them, as a millionaire's lifestyle, something that would cost millions of dollars, turns out to be something way more achievable, okay, just a couple of $1,000s per month. Sometimes when I speak to people, it turns out that if they move to another location, let's say to Thailand, they need only $1,000 per month to live their dream lifestyle. Now, another thing is that when it comes to financial freedom in the context of lifestyle design, it's not about living a comfortable life now without excitement, just to save money for the future, just to create that wealth, just to create that financial independence in the future, and then retire and start living. Because lifestyle designers don't defer their happiness. Okay, there's no point. Life is simply too short. It can end, boom, just like this. You see news, right? Shit is happening all the time. You never know what's going to happen to you. So there is no point of deferring your happiness. Lifestyle designers choose to be happy now. So instead of working very hard right now, trying to defer happiness and basically collecting money for the future and then retire, they retire and then they say to themselves, okay, now I can start living, now I can start traveling, exploring the world of possibilities. Lifestyle designers do it straight away. And finally, lifestyle designers, they make money by following their passion, okay? They don't make money for the sake of making money, but they try to design their lives in a way that they use their passions in order to make money. Now, some lifestyle designers can't really make money on their passions. Let's say they are activists. But in this case, they create multiple businesses that basically bring them money every single week. And thanks to that, they can afford to work on their passion without getting paid, because they're making enough money to cover all of their expenses, to invest, to save, and so on and so on. So these are the main concepts of financial freedom in the context of lifestyle design. So how lifestyle designers create financial freedom? Well, there are a couple of concepts I would like to discuss, and the first one is diversification. Because when you think about the majority of people, most of them have just one source of income, and it's very unfortunate because they either work for a company or they have one business. But what's happening is that if something happens to your business, or if you quit or lose your job, you suddenly lose that source of income. So it's way better to create multiple streams of income, because what's happening is you have the sweet awareness that you have all these different sources of income, and if something happens to that one, you have all of these ones working for you anyway, okay? It's a great feeling to have. Now, another thing is trading time for money, because this is what most employees do. Most people working for companies, they simply trade their time for money. And you may be thinking, but I'm making a lot of money. Well, you are still trading your time for money. And if something happens to your job, if you lose it, if you quit it, as I discussed before, you suddenly stop making money. And guess what? You know, if you manage to find something else, that's fine. But if you struggle and you keep looking for a job for a month or 2 or 3 months, you may start struggling financially if you haven't saved enough money. And of course, all the stress involved and so on. But imagine how it would feel to have multiple businesses. I mean, it will feel amazing. And you may be thinking, but I love my job. I don't want to quit my job. And look, it's totally fine. Lifestyle design is not about quitting your job and just building businesses. I mean, everybody is different. Everybody has different circumstances. For example, I'm the sort of person that I just can't work for a company. I used to work for companies, but I would rather be my own boss and create my own businesses. Maybe work in a startup as an advisor, but I couldn't work for a company. But if you love working for a company, look, that's totally fine. Okay, there's no problem with that. But I still believe that even if you're enjoying your job, you should still think about creating additional streams of income just to diversify your profits. And you can spend some weekends, spend some evenings on developing new small online businesses that can be later on automated or semi-automated, because it's an amazing feeling. You get your paycheck every single month and then you check your account and you realize that, oh, my additional business brought me this much money. Cool, I can spend it on basically fulfilling my dreams. I can take that trip to Barbados or to Cuba because I made all this money through my additional businesses. It's a really great thing to do. So the third point, the third concept I would like to discuss is creation of automated and passive income. So basically, you know, there are certain businesses that you can set up, especially online, that can be automated. Okay, certain businesses that initially you put a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of passion into the creation of those businesses, but once they are up and running, you try to simplify certain processes, you try to automate them, you outsource some of the processes, for example, to Bangalore in India or to Philippines. You have your team around the world, team of virtual assistants who do a lot of work for you, and you can free up a lot of your time to create new businesses or to simply travel, enjoy your passion, spend your time with your family, and so on and so on. And passive income streams are really, really amazing because, as I said, initially you put a lot of effort into the creation of those income streams, but once they are up and running, you can basically enjoy the fruits of your labor for months or years to come. And a good example can be my online video courses. I mean, of course, when I'm making my video courses, I put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of my energy into the creation of those courses. We use, you know, very expensive equipment. We travel the world to film those videos. But the beauty is that if you really put a lot of effort and we create a great course that sells, and you know, people leave 5-star reviews because they love the course, there's this one moment when it clicks. Okay, just clicks. People start buying, people keep leaving more and more 5-star reviews. And then what's happening is, thanks to that initial investment, thanks to that initial effort and this energy sacrificed, we have semi-automated stream of income, because whatever I'm doing, you know, I'm just checking my account and I see that, oh, today 5 people bought the course. Maybe I'm gonna go to the party later on today. I'll wake up tomorrow in the morning and I'll realize that some people, wow. By the way, sorry, yo, what's up?
How you doing, man?
How are you doing? Sorry for this situation. It's actually pretty funny because one of my best friends from the UK just showed up randomly. I didn't really expect him to come to visit me. And, you know, this is the embodiment of lifestyle designer, right? I mean, I live in Canary Islands now with a group of entrepreneurs and my friends. And then suddenly one of my friends just shows up, you know, he booked a random flight for the weekend to party with us, and you know, I'm making this video for you guys and I'm like, whoa, is that Rob? And he's like, hey, what's up? So, you know, these things happen from time to time. But basically the point I was making before is that when you create those passive income streams, you put a lot of effort, a lot of energy initially, and then you can eat those fruits of your labor for years to come. It's really amazing. Now, another concept I would like to speak about is negative spending patterns, because when you really think about it, most of our society is addicted to spending money. I mean, you go to the department store with this idea that you buy just one shirt. That's what you need. One shirt and you want to spend 40 euros, okay? This is your budget, this is your cap. And then you go to the store and you see this amazing offer, right? I mean, buy two, get one free, and then you see those new shoes and you see this and you see that, and then you leave the store 2 hours after and you know that you spent 200 or 300 euros. And that's how we live in today's world. We are addicted to spending. We feel this adrenaline rush whenever we spend money, and I think that it's very important to destroy that negative pattern, because what's happening very often is we tend to spend money on the crap we don't really need instead of thinking about experiences we can buy for ourselves with that money. And I'm making separate videos about this topic, so I won't delve too deep into that, but one of the concepts of this financial freedom in the context of lifestyle design is destroying those negative spending patterns. And by the way, I want to tell you something interesting. One time during his seminar, Jim Rohn ask people in the audience, how many of you think that your life would change if you were making twice as much as what you are making now? And then obviously everybody raised their hands. Okay, yes, of course my life would change, everything would be totally different. And then he asked another question, namely he said, okay guys, so tell me, how many of you doubled your salary since the beginning of your career? And guess what? Almost everybody raised their hands. And that was this aha moment, because everybody in the audience realized that it's not about really making more and more money. Making more money will not solve your problems if you don't learn how to spend it well, all right? Now, finally, I would like to speak to you about debt, the personal debt, because so many people are trapped by their finances, okay? They have so much debt that they can't live normal lives, and lifestyle designers believe that life without debt is great, and they embrace no debt situation. Because when you have debt, even if it's just a little bit, it impacts the way you feel. It impacts the way you perceive the world. You feel more negativity, and you may be not aware of this, all right? But it happens on the subconscious level. You feel like you owe something to somebody, so you're kind of trapped. And I know that when you have a big business, sometimes it's really essential to take debt. I mean, sometimes it's useful in business, so I don't want to question that. But what I'm talking about is this personal debt, when you know that you have your credit cards and you owe a lot of money, and it impacts the way you feel about yourself, the way you feel about the world. So lifestyle designers try to get into the situation when they don't have debt, they have a lot of cash, they have passive income streams, money is coming from various sources all the time. Now, these concepts, they are very deep, they are very comprehensive, and we could talk about them literally for hours. I mean, I could stand here and talk and talk and talk, but obviously I'll not make it in one video. So I hope that this video is a good introduction to financial freedom in the context of lifestyle design. Now, if you want to learn more, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Also, check out the description under the video. There is a link. When you click on it, you'll get some of my free ebooks, and you will be signed up to my mailing list. And I'll be sending you maximum 2 emails per week, sometimes just 1 email per week, with some updates, with free material, and so on and so on. So if you want to learn more about those concepts, if you want to learn more about lifestyle design, building businesses online, traveling, self-improvement, and so on, make sure that you subscribe to my mailing list. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'm very excited to see you soon. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and it gave you some good food for thought. Now, if you liked it, please click like, and also make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because the truth is that it doesn't cost you anything. It takes only 2 seconds, but whenever I post new content, you'll be updated. Also, if you think that somebody may benefit from this video, please share it via Twitter or Facebook. Share it with your friends, maybe they will enjoy it as well. I would like to wish you all the best and have a great day.